Welcome to an exploration into one of the most enduring unsolved cases in criminal history, the Zodiac Killer Mystery. The Zodiac Killer remains an infamous figure, responsible for a series of murders in Northern California during the late 1960s and early 1970s. This case is notorious not only for the brutality of the attacks, but also for the killer's brazen communication with the police and the press, adding layers of mystery that endure to this day. The main known crimes attributed to the Zodiac occurred over a relatively short period, primarily between December 1968 and October 1969, terrifying communities across the Bay Area. The initial string of attacks targeted young couples in secluded areas, establishing a pattern of sudden, unprovoked violence. The first confirmed victims, high school students David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, were shot and killed on Lake Herman Road in Vallejo, California on December 20, 1968. 6 months later, on July 4, 1969, Darlene Ferrin was killed, and Mike Mageau was severely wounded at Blue Rock Springs Park. This attack was quickly followed by the killer's first direct contact with authorities. The most chilling aspect of the case is the Zodiac's direct engagement with the public and media through letters, creating his own menacing legend. Beginning shortly after the Blue Rock Springs attack, the killer sent letters to major newspapers, taking credit for the murders and demanding publication, threatening more deaths if they refused. These early letters included cryptograms, ciphers that the killer claimed contained his identity. This marked the beginning of a complex and frustrating code-breaking challenge for law enforcement. The Zodiac's later attacks showed a shift in methodology, becoming more daring and moving into more populated areas. In September 1969, the killer attacked another couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, at Lake Berryessa. Shepard was fatally stabbed, and Hartnell survived, offering one of the most detailed descriptions of the perpetrator. Just weeks later, taxi driver Paul Stein was shot and killed in San Francisco. This attack was significant because the killer was cited by witnesses and left key evidence, including a partial bloody fingerprint. Despite decades of effort by cryptographers and amateurs, several of the Zodiac's ciphers remain unsolved, keeping the mystery alive. While the first cipher, the 408 cipher, was quickly solved by a schoolteacher and his wife, the much more complex 340 cipher and others resisted resolution for decades before a breakthrough in 2020. The Zodiac continued to send chilling letters to newspapers and authorities for years, often containing astrological symbols and threats, demonstrating his desire for recognition and fear. Over the years, numerous individuals have been named as potential suspects, often fueled by intense public speculation and media coverage. The most prominent suspects include Arthur Lee Allen, though forensic evidence has never conclusively linked any single person to the crimes. Despite massive investigations and breakthroughs in forensic science, the case remains officially unsolved, leaving a permanent gap in American criminal history. The Zodiac Killer's story didn't end with the cessation of his attacks. His mystery has had a profound and lasting cultural impact. The Zodiac has been depicted in numerous books, films, and documentaries, solidifying his place as a subject of macabre fascination and a symbol of the ultimate unsolved crime. If you have any information or theories regarding the Zodiac Killer, please contact your local law enforcement. Every piece of information could be vital in finally closing this case.